That was the cultural performance there for,
as I said, your first visiting the cultural aspect. Now we are going to hip hop.
the Liberian delegation. They expecting.
So there are a lot to be seen here today.
And I see Takunje, Jonathan Kofa, alias Takunje, is one of those who represent Liberia.
You know what? Before I hit the microphone to say one or two, you know, I just want to take this time to appreciate our government. I mean, for this great opportunity for unfolding us again once more. We're about to hit out there and represent Liberia. And what are we going to represent Liberia for? We're going to be just saying something here for you, so you know. And you know what I'm saying? So today I got a couple of artists in the building, and our ministers, our ambassador here also. So definitely, you know, it's a plus. You know. And I know all my people out there, they are ready, they're watching us in the diaspora, they're ready to know what's up. So I know when you're there, when you hear that Takunje, let me hear they say, you know us, what's up already, you know, eh? So got my 6'2", keeping it for my 6'2". Only my 6'2", I love to 6'2". I talk about the 6'2", I can get fixed too. Boom, do like all of your things, so got my 6'2", keeping it for my 6'2". Only my 6'2", I love to 6'2". Talk about the 6'2", I can get fixed too. Boom, do like all of your things, so all the guys should be up, I will go to school. When it's everything was very good. The boss is my own, she got my room. I used to back everything from my head. Just so when you're happy, man, like it's on the block. And you know what I'm saying? And people represent to the fullest. So all my people are out there, they stay ready, they say, but I will tell you, do something, but you do something about the children too, you know. She said she missed me so long, she said she wanna see me tonight. I said, she was the kind of feeling we have, so she needed to buy. I said, the extra feeling that she can't deny. But when she gave it to me, and me too. I know that. like so you anticipate you will drop it for your one love. Let's get respect to the president.
All right, thank you, Jonathan Kofa, the hip hop king of Liberia. And I see Sonaga Diabo, ex Michael Davis, a la Sonaga Diabo, one of Liberia's best musicians, is also going to perform represent Liberia there in Liberia there in Dubai Expo 2020. The reason why it's actually Expo 2020 is to the fact that during 2020 there was no expo held in Dubai due to the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. So even though we're in 2021, but the expo in Dubai is for the year 2020.
Sonic Diabo also in attendance here. So we are stage here and a lot of artists coming.
They can talk and fight, but they can say if Asian cookies together. You from the other side, I from this side, we can say things together. Let's come together, maintain the peace. Liberia is all we have. Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aïe, babo popole, la boua manger mo. Aïe, babo popole, la boua manger mo. The time we take for that trouble, we should take that time to do something. Something constructed and united. Mama Liberia me us. Mama Liberia me us. Oh. Yeah, man, that's it.
Thank you so much. Great pleasure to be here. It's a great privilege. I want to say we salute the government, the president of Lodge, and my man Judy, and the Minister of Culture and Tourism for such an opportunity. So thank you so much. Well, let's do it now.
Obamba gira bamba, oh asa bamba, pretty mama can I touch your bamba. Nobody looking at the telephone. I want to talk to Banku. I know that you're going to do she do. She got me acting jealous to be do. Oh Lord have mercy, say Bamba Gilaba. Hey, oh Ata. Thank you so much.
In everything, we put God first. We'll say thanks to God Almighty for this great opportunity. Thanks to Mama Judy indeed. I want to say thanks to our president for his blessing. And we've been praying for this opportunity so that actors can have this great opportunity to travel to other countries as easy as all artists can come to our country. So we'll clap for that.
So I told the Ministry of Information at the program, very short something. I'll call you back as soon as I finish.
Great things is God. So someone says, told me from nowhere to somewhere. Jehovah told me from nowhere to somewhere. You told me from nowhere to somewhere. Jehovah told me from nowhere to somewhere. Oh yeah.
So I see smiles on, I put Julia on the face and making sure that Liberia is represented at the Expo 2020.
Well. I want to say hi some to Liberia and our president that we are so proud of in this country. I want to say a very big thank you for the opportunity, Mama Judy, the Queen Judy Eddie. I want to say thank you. All of our ministers in the house, I want to say a very big thank you. The song says, today you may be down, tomorrow you may be up. You don't know what tomorrow may bring. Only God knows. All you have no problem. And that's when the wicked. You don't know it, I know it, we gonna know it, but only God knows. Only God knows. Only God knows. Only God knows what tomorrow may bring. Somebody only God knows. Only God knows. Only God knows. Jesus doesn't know. Jesus doesn't make tomorrow. Only God knows.
Hallelujah. Do we have Liberians in the house tonight? If you represent none up here, let me see your L's in the air like this tonight. We want to say a big thank you to the government of Liberia, our beloved president, President George Manawia, our Oma, Mama Judy Eddie, the Oma who made it possible for me to go to the MTV. And thanks to our dynamic ministers, and thanks to the culture too, man. Listen up. They do the plenty and they found power. Listen, someone they can plump, someone they can dress power. Shout out to y'all, man. See, you boy, your blessing and no more thing. You did it before, you can do it again. All kind of thing can creep my skin. When you get my own, I go cocky my leg corner. See, Jehovah, you may be a big problem. When they making noise, I don't talk. I dig it, walking one side of Julius and the prophet, they come and they be grateful. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Say,
Jehovah, you give my blessings.
yeah, man, y'all know the song. Found it out, Jawan. So kind of way I can tell you. My baby, don't take all the love. You lady, don't take all the love. My baby, don't take all the love. Hey, say, see, I can't. Boy, you want some, so I can't. Say, boy, move, boy, move. Mado and boy, move. Let's go. Now you make it foul. Now you make it look sexy. Mother, you make it foul. One time. Say, like you ain't getting your man supposed to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Like you ain't getting by you're supposed to. Now you can be a papa. Now you can be a papa sexy. Now you can be a papa. Now you can be a papa sexy. Hey, brother. Let's go, man. My beautiful ladies are beautiful. Everybody, keep your hands in there. Let's go. So that's all. After you say, do for me, I will do for you. If you cool my heart, I will cool your heart. Do, my you do for me. Hello, say, you are bigger.
My Africa, Africa, say, never move Katema, what? Say, you Africa, my Africa. My heart for you, baby. Thank you very much, man. I want to say hello. Thank you. I'll tell you before that you buy your own car. You buy your own car. You buy your body. So let's give ourselves big hands of applause. It is cross-cut. What do I mean? We have a male thinking and we have a female thinking. It means that ND Judy is very gender sensitive, right? Yes. Let's put our hands together for ND Judy. Liberia will continue to make history. 11 years ago, Liberia represented in Egypt, Expo 2010. This year, Liberia is going to represent in Dubai. And some of those performances that you saw here, before you say, oh, I didn't see it on our side. It's just a chance to get you for you to know exactly what's going to happen on our side. So, I could remember 2010, the Chinese president left from his seat and just because of Liberia. And I do believe today, we will not be president, we are ashamed as we go down there. This program marks the official departure of 50 delegates for this small country to Dubai. And so, we can't allow our people to leave from Liberia without informing the Liberian people that they are leaving from here. We can also allow them to leave from Liberia without proving to the Liberian people what we're going to do there. So the Ministry of Information, alongside with the Crusader for Peace, program organized this. It cannot be done without the Assistant Minister for Information Services, Honorable Daniel Lustomon, by endorsement of his boss, Honorable Ledel Rennie. So I'd like to call on the man who is sitting in the chair of Honorable Ledel Rennie, the Assistant Minister for Information Services, who will officially welcome you and make a statement on behalf of the Minister, Honorable Thomas.
Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to stand on all existing protocols. As I bring you greetings from the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, specifically from the office of the Minister of Corporate, Honorable Julius Legend Rennie. I also like to say a big welcome to our big dear sister, Judy Andy, TAPA Ambassador. Remember growing up as a kid, a young man there in high school, I used to follow most of the time her activities. She's very passion-driven as it comes to Liberian culture and the exposure of our country. Today, many of you here are witnesses of what we are seeing today. I would say that this is your time. There are always dispensations for many people, so you are a generational pathway to what is happening tomorrow. To my minister colleagues here present, Minister Lance Bagoyon, who is the Deputy Minister for Culture and Tourism, and his able Deputy Minister Margaret Frank Cooper, I want to say a big thank you for this great organization. So far, on behalf of the Ministry of Information, we want to say a specific and special thank you to His Excellency, President Dr. George Weah, for the exhibition of opportunity for our people. If history judged us today, there are a lot of us here who's going to be traveling from here the very first time to make a very important debut for your country. This is one of the greatest marks in your resume that you will ever take along with you down lifeline. It is important to note that this president is open to empowering all Liberians, no matter where you're from, who you are, and what you do. That has been exemplified in the ambassador here. This ambassador has worked exceedingly hard to ensure that the aspirations of Liberia's rich culture tourism and heritage is put at the forefront. Liberia, as we see, may be an ordinary country to many of us, but in the world, Liberia is no ordinary country. Liberia has paid for taxes as it relates to even having countries being their sovereignty. Liberia has exemplified rich traditional cultural heritage, like my public affairs director said to you, like the Egypt Expo, and you will be very surprised the kind of opportunities and exhibits that the content ambassador, as she is called at that platform, has made ready for our country. So it is in your responsibility and your passion to now go out there and do your best. That which you're going to do out there is going to be a representation of your future that you're going to be crafting tomorrow. Who knows? There may be contracts signed. There may be opportunities coming back to our country. There may even be many of our young colleagues that are in the music industry, like one of my favorites, Akunje, my man Dash and Seo. These are my favorite guys. This is the opportunity for you to make the debut out there. It is important that we must take now that mantle and run across the line, because it is important for us to do. So Madam Tape is going to be coming here while the President is watching, because I'm very convinced Mr. President is watching this live occasion. She's going to be explaining to the country what's going to be happening there at the exhibit, the Expo 2020. Because we need to know as a nation what is it that the 50-man delegation is going to be providing in terms of Liberia's representation. So this is what this ambassador is going to be presenting to us today. But before I take my seat, I want to say a special thank you to her for the patience, the resilience, and most importantly, the nationalistic attitude that she's put towards this process. This would have been possible with the collective engagements of all parties. Special thanks to the Minister of State, special thanks to the Office of the President, special thanks to the Minister of Finance, and most especially the National Investment Commission for all of the camaraderies shared and the opportunistic manner in which that we have been able to get this done. So as you stick and stay around and watch this occasion, I want to say you are welcome to the Ministry of Information. This is your home. For us musicians here present, the Office of Culture and Tourism is open to you. You know this is where you are. The Music Union President is here. Let us continue to accord ourselves the opportunity to grow and expand our bonds, because in as much as we try to sell Liberian history and culture, we also try to broaden our horizon as we go further in our lives. So thank you so much. I should not forget, most importantly, the members of the Fourth Estate. My man Trojan, they're from school, a very awesome young man in a journalistic environment, very critical, but very analytical in his dealings. I want to say thank you to other platform guests here. You guys are all welcome. Let us give these people the support that they need, because this is the representation of Liberia. When you see Lone Star playing game and the SKD is jammed, packed to capacity, it is because you want victory, right? If you see that Lone Star is playing away, everybody is glued to the TV because you want victory, right? So the Liberian News Agency is going to be accompanying the delegation to Dubai. This is going to be a live occasion. So we ask you in your capacities as members of the audience listening to us to give Liberia the support that she needs. With this support, it is important that we highlight the importance of our leader that has seen beyond the odds of politics and have ensured that ordinary mothers, sisters, brothers, and family members who for the first time board an international flight to represent their country. So once again, on behalf of the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, members here present, I want to say thank you so much for coming, and I'm going to turn the platform over to our erudite ambassador, Julie Annie Tape, who will give you head-on activities as it relates to the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister Thomas. And you know the ambassador will not come up here without a cultural performance. And so I'd like to turn it over to the culture team for a performance before the ambassador comes out.
I'm
Exactly. That's the cultural performances from some of the delegates that will be representing Liberia at Expo Dubai 2020.
Let's give them a big hand of applause. Thank you. You know, when the performance was being done, the Assistant Minister for Culture had to leave her seat. Had to leave her seat to come and tell for one person. She tell for us here, and she tell for the Deputy Minister for Culture and Tourism, and I will learn back one. So the Assistant Minister here told me there's that back when we dance after Ambassador Andy perform his task. So when you see settings upon it, he's looking for the kind of style to perform, because all of the styles have been performed here. And so I don't have the authority culture-wise to introduce to you Liberian culture ambassadors. That's why President we are appointed one person here who is the Assistant Minister for Culture. And you saw what she did just now. That's a Dubai dance. And so I'd like to invite her, Honorable Barbara friend, who will officially introduce to you Ambassador to the ND, Liberian Culture Ambassador.
Permit me to stand on all existing protocol. This day, I personally see it as a historical day that we will have almost 50 artists to be represented in Dubai for the Expo. And in this public manner, I want to honor Ambassador Judy Andy, a woman who I've worked with over the years, who I have traveled with, who has trained me in what I am today. I want to use this open forum to say thank you, my dear mom. I love you, I appreciate you. I want to thank I'm talking about a very strong woman who believes in making things happen. And as a matter of fact, she calls herself No Shaking. As you can see here today, we have 50 artists here that are going to represent Liberia in Dubai Expo. Mama Ambassador Judy Annie Tappet, it's an honor and pleasure to stand here today to welcome you to this podium to give the Liberian people the briefing on what the people will be doing. You are welcome, Ambassador.
Let me first extend my sincere gratitude and appreciation for the one and only President of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. George Manawia. I am so grateful that 2 years ago, I was called at the National Investment Commission to be a part of Expo 2020 Dubai. That recommendation came from the President of Liberia. And today we are going to Dubai to represent the country Liberia, the country that is the first independent republic in Africa, the beacon of hope, the country that is going to be commemorating our 200 years, the country that is heading when it comes to Pan-African leadership. I'm very grateful that the President of Liberia, being far-sighted, love for country, peaceful, and knows how to ignore detractors. This has been a long journey for 2 years. I want to be grateful to the chairman of the National Investment Commission, but most importantly to Honorable Maurice A. Sarko, the Commissioner General of Liberia's Pavilion, like Dubai Expo 2020. The journey started with first identifying the ratio of the flag of Liberia and developing the content to be able to send to Dubai as exhibition. We've been able to work with all sectors. We work with the Musicians Union of Liberia. We work with the Arts and Crafts. We work with the curator within the museum. We work with the Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs and Tourism. And it is to be able to showcase 4 sectors in Liberia in our investment journey. And one of those sectors is the ecotourism. We have infrastructure, we have mining and agriculture. And there's going to be an investment forum that will bring the Dubai Chamber of Commerce and a high-level delegation to that to celebrate Liberia's National Day. The National Day of Liberia is on November the 30th. So we as a people from a nation of the people brave and free, we are going to showcase the freedom that we enjoyed in our country, but to showcase the cultural heritage of Liberia and preserve what we have here to exhibit that into Dubai. It is not about dancing and music. It's about knowing us as a people and what we bring to the table. 195 countries, and Liberia has a pavilion. Even though Liberia might be called a small country, but Liberia is the best among the rest. When you enter our pavilion, you see life. Life of our president from his humble journey to his life journey on the world stage. And the thing that is attracting people within Dubai is that our president also played football in the UAE. So people come to the pavilion to find out if he is coming. But my question has always been, whether he's there or not, he's going to be on that stage. And whether it's going to be conceptualized in arts, he will be on that stage. And we will celebrate our country. I've come to say to you, the journey has been tough. But the end goal, Liberia will rise. And Liberia will shine. But there were people that came along either by listening to us in time or helping us with resources to get to Dubai. But this trip will never be successful if we do not get a face-to-face blessing from the president of Liberia. We will go to the president and we'll tell him to give our blessing. We are leaving for Dubai. Because without the president's blessing, we will not shine. If the president can just look at us and say, God bless you, that's grace. And we want to take that and we want to shine and bring something back to Liberia. So I've come to say to some great Liberians, thank you. The first person I want to say thank you to, all twists and turns, ups and downs, is the Commissioner General of Dubai Expo Liberia Pavilion, Honorable Maurice A. Sako. I also want to say a big thank you to the Honorable Minister of Commerce. The Honorable Minister of Commerce, Mawina Dix. Bless her heart, may God continue to bless her. Give the artist 25 tickets to go to Dubai. We say thank you. Dubai would have been successful without the Honorable Summer Tour. In Dubai, Summer Tour made sure that the pavilion is what it is today. So we say thank you to the Ministry of Finance, especially to Summer Tour. When we want to move forward and say the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Minister of Foreign Affairs for serious meetings that we had to make sure that this expo is successful. You know, expo is you're talking Dubai with other 190 some more countries. So your foreign ministry has to be involved because you need, and I think that at these different investment meetings where people will talk about multilateral and bilateral agreement, you need your foreign mission to be there. So you want to also move on to the minister with our portfolio, Chokon Kui. Chokon has been from the beginning of this expo to today. And we say a big thank you. When we are moving, we also have our own rescue mother. Our rescue mother is Ambassador Finna Bono. And you know, when you think that it's rough and no way to pass, you just wait. and call on the rescue mother. Rescue mother will be there. I want to know the minister. He traveled to Dubai. He wanted to know what the pavilion looked like. So Minister Lejawu Reni went to Dubai and looked at the pavilion and looked at the rainforest, the various sectors being promoted at the pavilion. So we say thank you. But remember, before we came to have Dubai, there was Eugene Nangwe. The Honorable Eugene Nangwe was the one that worked with us from the beginning of this expo. So we say a big thank you to Honorable Eugene Nangwe. I still want to tell people thank you. I like to tell people thank you. I like to honor people because the day my honor comes, I say thank you. Jesus. You, at the expo, it's not about just dancing and singing. There will be people talking about gender equality, people talking about the role of women, gender equity, and all of that, gender mainstreaming. So it's going to be the Honorable P. Sultan who will be talking the Women's Pavilion on the roles and responsibility and what we have done in the text of women's leadership and also gender equality. Of course, you know that the president of Liberia is the feminist in chief. So that is a plus for Liberia to be selected to speak at the Women's Pavilion. Now, as we move on to Expo, we're going to be showcasing our culture, the masks, and all of the different exhibits that we have there, and all of our exhibition items. We have items in the pavilion that are 200 years old. We have items that are 100 years old in the pavilion. We are showcasing Liberia. We are conceptualizing Liberia's development into arts. So it's not just about dancing. But the music is what we are. That's how we interpret what we say. That's how we show love to other people. We are telling them Liberia is free, Liberia is safe. We are coming to show you what we have in Liberia. You might say, why carry all these people? Let me give you a little story. Some of these people have never gotten on a plane. It is under President Weah's administration they're going to be flying out of here. That is when you talk about the economy doesn't mean how much money you have in a central bank. The economy means if it's vibrant, it means how much the women have to go to the market to buy their food. That's what you're talking about. So if you take the artists from here to Dubai, they will bring sunshine to Liberia. They will up from Liberia. All the negative and detractors will sit down and see Liberia shine, and Liberia will rise. That's what we are talking about. I want to continue to say those that made this trip successful. Wilhelmina Jala, Dr. Jala, up to 4:28 a.m. last night, Dr. Jala was up and the Assistant Minister for Information trying to get the artists COVID-19 certificates. That we say plus. We didn't pay because we didn't pay for our package, but the government of Liberia paid for it. So we said, Dr. Jala, hats off to you. All the talk that I talk for the auditioning to be successful, for all of the things that we want to do, for the artists to come together, for peace to reign, that was the responsibility of a leader. And that leader is Len. Oh, you see that? Babonyo. Now you got a right pronunciation. Babonyo. You will check and say, are the artists practicing? Everything okay? And you are part of the process. So we are very grateful to you. And Margaret said, I trained her. But if Margaret didn't want to learn, she won't learn. So I'm also proud of Margaret to say, I'm glad that the Assistant Minister for Culture is my trainee and my daughter. You don't know what God has done for us. We are going to Dubai and then celebrating 200 years of bicentennial. Our 200 years when the free black slaves came on the Providence Island. At the time, it was the Dozo Island. Now it's Providence Island. They are coming to Liberia. Liberia, we will shine. That's the beginning with the Dubai Expo. Dubai is going to be having 25 million people pass through the Expo. All the decors that we have in our pavilion, you can see live our president. His early childhood, his football life, then senator, then president, and today we are going to Dubai to shine. The president, I said, will be on the stage. So start thinking how you will be on the stage. But you know me, no shaking. Then I said there will be a forum there. I will leave it with the investment commission to talk about that forum. I'm going to talk about the arts. We are taking a lot of young artists to Dubai. Interestingly, we have 5 performances on 5 venues at the Expo. How many of these people buy all these venues and performances? But we were able to deliver. It is not easy to get a venue for the Expo. You have to go on the portal, you have to write, you have to be descriptive about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, you do a write-up on it. Even the costume you are wearing, you need to get the meaning of that costume. But let me tell you what's happening. We are carrying the mask from Cape Man, the mask from Lima, and the mask from Grand Master. We will put the mask on stage, and you will see Liberia inside Dubai. It is authentic. We're not doing nothing fake. Real, 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 real. Zekwe, 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 Liberia, Zekwe. Zekwe, 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 Liberia, Zekwe. Munya, 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 President. We are Munya. Who you want God? You are blessed for the president. Who you are? Who's traveling? Who's traveling? Who's on this trip traveling? You want to go to the president to get a blessing? I want to get my blessing. Okay, if you want to get a blessing, the first song we said we'll sing in Dubai. You can sing that song here. President, we are one year. President, we are one year. Thank you. You know, someone that I've always admired, and I also want to recognize Princess Topolon from tourism. She has been very helpful, instrumental getting the artists. Imagine to get this number of artists together in a strange land. It's not going to be easy. But we are looking to God and we're asking Him for His grace and mercy. But I believe that when it comes to the performance aspect of our trip, we are carrying Sima G. Weaver. Sima is the kid with flavor Nambamia. Sima should have performed at the UN on the same day we are performing in Dubai. But we look at it from a national interest. He rather perform for Liberia. Yes, we love the UN, but we love Liberia best. So Sima is going to perform on the 30th for the National Day. The National Day, 300 Liberians have been mobilized. I did a performance with them during the inauguration. The Commissioner General spoke at the performance, and so they will be coming out with flags and t-shirts for us to hoist the flag on our National Day. Our National Day, our mass will parade along with our drums and our singers, and we want to just show Dubai that even though this is the UAE Dubai, but we are Liberians coming from Liberia, we fear no fall. What we can do. We want to extend thanks to the UAE government for all of the support they've given Liberia, including our pavilion. But I'm telling you, you will hear the news with grace upon my life that is provenient. You will hear the news, no shaking. I want to also announce that you have seen the solo artists, you've seen the culture too. We cannot show you the masks now, the 3 different masks now, or masquerade. But we've seen the drummers. So I just want the band, the instrumentalists. We want to go live. We don't want to be lazy. You get my point? Live. Like others are doing live band. So we would like for the instrumentalists to please stand. So we want the instrumentalists to please stand. Yeah, please come up so we can see. Stand. Just stand up there. Yes. And then alongside, we are also taking with us the representative of the Musicians Union of Liberia. Would you please stand, Mr. Tony Kabade? Tony is a veteran and he has been in the music business for years. Fortunately, I can say to you that Tony was my music teacher. Tony trained me. I remember putting me before a microphone and on the beaches to say, oh, I want voice structuring, you got to learn. So thank you, Tony. Thank you. God bless you. And our band manager is Leslie. Our band manager is Leslie Massacre. Alongside the deputy is Jesse Sompon, and Jesse Sompon is the best bassist you can ever find in Liberia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, you know, everyone has come up here to say something. I don't want to keep you long, but this, I want to thank someone special. I call him special because he's a young leader. What he said he will do, he will do. I call him the talk and do. I call him the man with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. No matter what others say about him, that's okay. You know, you have your opinion, whatever you want to say. But I know Honorable Jefferson Tamakoji. Last night, you know, nothing can be smooth, so let's not sugarcoat anything. We were having some little challenges and all of that, and as I said to you earlier on, Rescue Mother, and Jefferson Tamakoji had been out of the country, just returned, and very busy with other things of cleaning the city of Monrovia. But he said, what is it that I can do to help? And I can see after talking to Rescue Mother, the Minister of Information, the Mayor, and the Minister of Finance, I see light. Light. I will leave it like that and say, Dubai, here we come. You know, I don't want to leave anyone out because that's when you fall into trouble. So I want to just introduce that these groups that you are seeing is not from one cultural group. We have groups from the National Cultural Troupe of Liberia, even though all of us are members of the National Troupe, but we are also from different groups. So you have Balawala Malawala represented here, you got Zobanje, you got the Cape Mount group, Nimba County, Grand Bassa, Makini Topa, you have Crusaders for Peace. Oh, I don't want to leave somebody, oh my people, please help me. National Troupe, I've called the National Troupe. And then you got solo artists that they're good, and we just brought them on board. So I just want to thank you so much for this. Please, if I forget anything, the president and the crown ruler of Dubai will be on stage when the group performs. And it's something you should be thinking about it, but that's what we are going to do. To just remind you, I want to thank Honorable Sakwa, the Commissioner General of Dubai Expo. I want to thank Rahul, PC Samula. I want to thank Andrew Anderson for his leadership in bringing this Dubai Expo to light. And to everyone that have participated, to the Crusaders for Peace family who have given technical support to this initiative. We look forward to seeing you. All the artists that produced the theme song of Dubai Expo, they are here and they are going to do the song. And those that did the jingles, they are here, they are going to do the song. And I'm telling you, our jingle went viral, if you can look at it. And so we are pushing the theme song with the same concept. We did our song before the Dubai Expo, but it's the same concept. So we know that Liberia, we are moving higher. Liberia will rise. Liberia will shine. This is our time. We will make it in 2022 for the bicentennial. Dubai Expo, here we come. Thank you very much. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you all and seeing these great people in Dubai. And we are going to be doing a show in the community with the Liberian community so that we're encouraging them to come for the bicentennial. Thank you. God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you all. If you want to join us while we get our blessing from the president, you know, right on the road there, you know, that kind of shabu, it can be rich. You know, you just sign a samba. Anyway, the president has samba beneath. Trust. So if you don't get a blessing tonight, when you get it, everybody traveling tomorrow. So we have to go get our blessing. You know, we just when you say, oh, God bless you, touch you, your wing. Hey! Hey, you know, I want to go beneath. Thank you very much. I see you there.
Delegation to Dubai Expo 20.
I'd like to inform you that
Liberia is among over 190 countries that will be participating in Expo Dubai 2020. The event is being held in 2021 due to the outbreak of the deadly coronavirus pandemic.
Thank you. That help making sure that all was successful.
To officially extend our gratitude to the team that have worked to make Liberian representation at the Dubai Expo a success. A special thing to our chief patron, President George Manowia, for a continuous interest in promoting art, culture, and tourism. Let me also extend my gratitude to the Minister of Information, Mr. Orene, who have been instrumental in ensuring that the nation will work with Ambassador Annie in the selection process for our artists that will be representing Liberia at the Expo. I'm convinced Liberia has done it before and we can do it again. I I think this time we are much organized and we have some support and some political buy-in when it comes to our representation today in Dubai. So I'm convinced that we'll do extremely well in Dubai. And let me promise the world that Liberia will make history at the Dubai Expo. So Ambassador Andy, continues your good work. The ministry enjoys and they appreciate your partnership. And to the president and team from the Liberian Union, the Cultural Union, and every member of the Korean society, I wish we had that latitude in terms of resources before I quadruple that amount so that we can actually see the beauty of Liberia performing and fine art at the Dubai Expo. However, we are working in a very bigger resources, and I'm very gratified that the process this time was not based on who certain person want to go. There was a vetting process. People were voted. There were counter arguments. There were points that even Ambassador and I couldn't speak because of this agreement in terms of who to go. Palette. Where's Palette? Please come. Palette is a clear example of what we call justify your inclusion. You are not invited to the auditioning program, but he showed up with his drum, and they were not on the list for interview. But I think the 5 judges selected him to represent Liberia. That tells you how transparent the process was. According to the king, according to the king of Liberian talent and music, listen, you were passing by a king, and with watermark, he showed that he deserved to represent Liberia. They seen the plan to them. He was in school. When he heard that we were doing auditioning, he passed by, and he was very annoying on that day. He broke protocol, but yes, he make it to the team. They seen the plans to tackle Jay. He was in Ghana, but at times do not take yourself above your people. Respect the team that made you. And I look at some Taku, he said, "No, I can't audition too." I say, "Oh, they take it serious." And he lower his height. He went through that tedious process, and today he's going. I chose the leader of the team, Ambassador Annie, my assistant minister of culture, now be going, and also my able assistant minister of tourism. I think it's a very crack team that will guide the activities of our artists. And get in mind, no confusion, you are going to represent your country. You are going as ambassador of Liberia. Anything you do there will reflect on the image of our nation, will reflect on the image of your country, will reflect on the image of your people. Let us behave well, and let us perform to be proud to our nation. Thank you.
Okay, we're getting ready to go, and you know the place is a little bit far, so we're going to start the journey. We want to just call some of the artists to come, maybe, you know, I don't want a dictatorship, you know, can't say what you want to say, can't say what you want to say. But we can take it from group. You know, just come and do your shout out, and that's it. Not forgetting our own niece, sister, and friend, Imale Pearson, from the Central Bank of Liberia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the to the minister, Mawani Deeds. Thank you. Suni Kabade, the Musicians Union.
All protocol is there. I'm very grateful to Liberia, to our president, and the entire Dubai Expo team for creating and giving this opportunity to we, the musicians, artists of Liberia. As a veteran Liberian musician or producer, and someone who has worked for more than 38 years in the musical sector in Liberia, we are craving for a change from our government, our people. We have served our people over the years. I could remember Festa 77, when Maurice Dolly then went to Nigeria. And who are you, baby? Liberia won. And they did well. So we're very proud of them. And every time over the years, we like to appeal to our people. We have talent in this country. Music, I mean, everybody cannot be medical doctor, everybody cannot be soldier. So we like to ask our people to change the attitude, to give respect to the arts, and give us our requisite attention we need, and not being and not trying to be vindictive. But I want to say that we have the attention given to the national team, like the football and all those areas. We hope we can get 50% of that attention. Liberia were just in the league, they be up, we're going to Nigeria, we're out. But the government gave the support to the footballer, and we appreciate that. But we want them to give attention to the arts, and we can show you that we will change Liberia's story. I was just in Nigeria a few months ago when the Nigerian president came back from a tour, and he made a statement. I was sitting on the floor and tears came to my eyes. But the president of Nigeria said that we are giving 50 million to the musician, 50 million US dollar, 50 million to the movies actor to support their work. And he said the reason we are doing this for, he said I have been president twice. I was president after military man. This is the current president speaking. He said when he used to travel as a head of Nigeria, he went to Philippines, he went to America. Whenever the Nigerian airway landed, the whole airport, they said, oh, Nigeria, a drug country. They have been checking for drugs. The security was very difficult on them. But he said of late, he went to Philippines, he went to a few countries, he went to Europe. When he arrived, they were saying, oh, that David was president now, the Flavor then president, the Aki and Bobo then president. So the arts changed the story. It brought respect to Nigeria. It made people to look at Nigeria from a different perspective. I can tell you people, if we are given the necessary support, we can change Liberia's story. We can tell the true story for Liberia. And you know, we don't have to use or political propaganda. We are here, we are Liberians. We can tell the world the true story. Liberia is rich. I was just seeing investors at the Nigerian pavilion, and they were talking about some investors come to Nigeria because of what Nigeria had done to the pavilion. And they were saying they will come and invest in cassava farming in Nigeria. And they were saying that they needed water or reservoir and all these things there. But Liberia, we have rich land, we have everything. So we like to appeal to our people. Let's give the arts some attention and we can bring pride to Liberia. I'd like to thank the government, thank the Ministry of our Information, Culture and Tourism for this great opportunity. And then, as all the artists, let's unite, let's work together. Once we are together, the sky is the limit. And I'd like to appeal to our president, who is a musician and a member of the Musician Union too, to please, give us his blessing as we go on this great tour. I thank the artists for the tireless effort. I thank our ambassador for time, for resources, and giving up the attention and encouragement to practice for the tribute. We're going to show you people like you. The show will be different. I thank the artists and thank all of you for the great opportunity. Let's support our course and we'll get there.
I would like to come to the end of this live coverage program marking the official departure of 50-member Liberian delegation
to the juncture of our today's
Dubai
Expo
Expo
the Expo
2020. As a matter of
on
fact,
behalf of the nation
50 delegates will be representing Liberia today
the
in
departing
Dubai. My name
delegations
is
here
Liberian
present,
Johnson, saying thanks to
being
you for
guided
watching.
by the Able Ambassador